ones that we here at the Turtle Hospital like the absolute most, and here's why. The turtle was only with us for 2 days. Yay! Yeah. We have other turtles that are with us for 2 years, depending on what's wrong with them. Ida, she's technically still not considered an adult. She was 2 centimeters short of being listed as an adult. But at 206 pounds, she's heavy enough for me to call her an adult. She was entangled in a crab trap. We understand that this is part of our environment and system that we have down here. But imagine yourself, you're out there lightly swimming in the ocean. You're looking for a crustacean or a lobster or a conch shell. And you come up on what is the Loggerhead buffet, which is a crab trap full of lobsters. You can't blame them. I'd do it too. Why chase one when there's 20 of them sitting in there? So she probably had herself a nice meal because they do have the beak power to break those crab traps. But then they do something that is probably not in their best interest. They think the ropes that are coming up to the surface that are tied off to the buoys are fun to scratch on and play in. Not their best move. They have the very interesting ability to get themselves wrapped up and tangled in those ropes, even though they are generally very tight. And not only is that buoy box quite heavy, also filled with lobster, but then they also fill those with lead to keep them down on the bottom, so they're very, very heavy. So we had a very nice couple who was out fishing call us with Ida's predicament. We went out in unison with the United States Coast Guard. Woohoo! Some of them may be here today. I am not sure. We were still waiting to hear back from them. And luckily, Ida just had her rear right flipper entangled in that crab trap line. We were able to cut that line and easily remove the turtle from the crab trap line. However, we did notice that she had been pulling that around probably all day. So you can imagine the weight on that thing, and she was having just a little bit of trouble breaching up to get appropriate breath. Sometimes we would just cut that rope and let the turtle go because we did not see any major abrasions on that flipper. But as I said, we wanted to make sure that she did not intake any water. So we did x-rays on her, vertically and side to side. The side-to-side ones are obviously very fun for a 206-pound loggerhead that doesn't want to be there. And then she was given a series of broad-spectrum antibiotics and other fluids and things that will make her happy and healthy as she goes out. And then our veterinarian determined that she was good for release. So that's where we're going today, and we are going to release that turtle today. Ida will arrive at approximately 8:45. The release will be promptly at 9 or slightly thereafter. We never do it early because there's always that last person that ends up at 9:05 and says, "Why'd you release the turtle? I wasn't here yet." Well, I'm sorry, we didn't know you weren't here yet. So as I said, the turtle should arrive probably at 8:45. Sometimes it takes them a little while. You know, we put them in the van, they drive around a little bit. They might give somebody the flipper if they cut them off at a red light. She might want to stop at Wendy's, who knows. We don't feed them in the morning on purpose on release day because we want them to go out foraging. And as I said, this one's not nearly as bad as some of the other ones because some of those turtles have been in our small round circular tanks for 2 years, and they come down on the beach. They look out at the beautiful saltwater ocean. They smell the salt air, and they look back at us going, "What am I supposed to do now?" I've been swimming to the left like NASCAR for a year and a half. Don't worry, they are very instinctual and they do a very good job. Ida should hit the sand. We'll be ready to run here pretty soon. Every single turtle is different. Some of them hear that, hit that sand, and smell that water, and they're out like a bullet. All right, bad enough I have to scream already to talk over that. All right, so